Hi there everyone, welcome back to the Red and Blue Site YouTube channel. Glad to see you and welcome to, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, a new video series that I'll be making called the FA Cup Catch-Up. Now it's probably a bit overdue, this video, seeing as it's already going on to the 5th round in the coming weeks, but after the 4th round ties I felt I had to do a video on them. I mean, some really incredible matches in that, some really good knockouts, giant killings if you like, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I'm going to be looking at the games, showing some of the highlights or some of the great pictures from the games, and then at the end I'll be looking at the ties coming up in the 5th round and teams to look out for. So let's get straight into it with my team, of course, as everyone knows, Crystal Palace. We were, of course, at home to Man City. Going into it, it was quite a dull atmosphere, to be honest. Not too many people were there, less than I thought. In fact, City brought really good away support, as you can tell from these highlights that you're watching now. Really good away support from City. And the first half really was decent performance from us. I thought we'd get absolutely rolled over, to be honest, and so did most fans, but we actually put out quite a good performance in the first half. Not too many clear-cut chances for City. We did stay quite tight. Toure got a yellow card in the 10th minute or something for a bad foul on the halfway line. The main talking point was then 5 minutes later, Toure was chasing down Jordan Much, who made some good strides into the Manchester City half, and got taken out as he was approaching the box. And anywhere else, any time for any other player, that would have been a yellow card, second yellow, sent off. Mike Jones, for some unknown reason, despite the fans absolutely like chanting for the off, and it was a clear yellow, he decided to give him another chance and he wasn't sent off. And it's little decisions like that have been going against us recently, not just in the cup but in the league, so that was unfortunate. That was probably the main talking point of the first half. It was a back and forth. We had a good couple of corners and crosses coming in here, as you can see. I think Jordan Much again got on one of the crosses from Townsend out wide from a set piece, just going over the bar. A couple of those. City, unfortunately though, typical Palace, City got the breakthrough just a few minutes before half time. We've been doing that a lot recently. I think it was David Silva, the ball came into Sterling, just split the defence, and then he rolled it past Tennessee to make it 1-0 just before half time. Goes and smashes it into the top corner. So 3-0 City. Not, you know, they deserve to go through. No Palace fans were expecting anything different than a City win, and they went into the 5th round draw. Right guys, so now let's just take a look at some of the other games in the 4th round. Incredible round, really. I haven't had a round like that in the FA Cup for quite a while. What a better place to start than Lincoln against our rivals Brighton. Brighton went 1-0 up, and then to see Lincoln come back and go 2-1 up was incredible. That was the thing that kept me going, to seeing Brighton losing to non-league Lincoln. But anyway, so they had a fantastic result going through to the next round, knocking out Brighton, high-flying Brighton in the Championship, top of the league at that stage, I believe. But of course, they weren't the only ones knocking out higher opposition. You had Oxford at home beating Newcastle 3-0, incredible result. I mean, Newcastle fans, I heard on TalkSport that night, complaining about their team coming out and being weakened, but you know, there's no excuse. Their whole team, even their second team, and this is Newcastle, Championship side now, even Newcastle's second team, it's their whole team, you know, is probably worth about 8 Oxford United teams. So there's still no excuse for them not to win that. 3-0 was a cracking result at home from Oxford. So I saw the goals, some good headers coming in. They're through to the next round, of course. My other big one was, of course, Sutton live on BT Sport. knocking out the famous historic club of Leeds 1-0. Great defensive performance. They never looked like conceding, really, Sutton. I think Leeds only got a shot on target in the second half, and the keeper didn't have much to do. Really solid performance from Sutton, who are the lowest ranked team still in the competition. But anyway, those are probably three of the key games, or the biggest upsets, apart from, of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers away at Liverpool. What a result for them. Fantastic result. I mean, I watched most of that game, not all of it, and I have to say Wolves were brilliant. Really, really good, especially going 2-0 up. Just so solid. They didn't look like conceding at all. There was obviously the goal about 15 minutes before the end, which was just unlucky. I mean, the keeper, if he had given a bigger shout and claimed the ball, then it may not have ended up going across and nodded in at the back post. But, you know, they still managed to hold on for the win and played really, really well. Great support there as well, as you'd expect from Wolves fans going away to the high flyers Liverpool in the Premier League. And yeah, I'm really happy for them. And it sets up what I think is a cracking 5th round. So guys, 5th round draws are right here. So looking at them, to me, I have to say I feel that Sutton, and let's start with the non-league teams first. So we got Sutton at home at Arsenal. Now everything about that should be an Arsenal win, easy. But Arsenal will obviously play a weakened team, especially having played. They're going to be playing Sutton 2 or 3 days after being away at Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So the chances are it's going to be a very weakened team. Sutton at home though, always, you know, they've knocked out Leeds, you know, so in the last round, so there's always a chance the fans are going to be well up for it. You know, any manager that can go on the touchline vaping, I'm rooting to win. That's just classic. That I love that magic of the FA Cup. Who says the magic's gone? That's brilliant. So my prediction for this game, you know, I think I'm going to actually predict 1-1. I think they're going to get a replay. I think they're going to go away to Arsenal. And I think Sutton are going to get something out of this. So I'm going to go 1-1 in that game. Moving on to the other non-league sides in the competition, we have Lincoln. And they're, of course, being drawn away to Burnley. Probably not the most glamorous tie, is not the best Premier League side they could have gone to, but it's a Premier League side nonetheless. It's gone up a step from Brighton to the Premier League. More money, an away day at a Premier League side. I'm sure they'll still be happy. Obviously not one of the top teams, but still a good draw for them. Burnley, obviously, their home form has been immense. They've got the best home form, I think, in the whole league. Better than City, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal. I think so. To be honest, I think that Burnley will have enough to beat them, because I think they'll put out quite a strong team. They're not going to be resting many players for that, because I think they're safe this year in the league. So this is probably the last thing they can really go for, is the FA Cup and give something to the fans. So I think they'll put a strong team out, Burnley, and I think they're going to win this one 2-0. Okay guys, next up we then have Wolves at home to Chelsea. Now I'm really happy that all these sides below the Premier League that are still in the competition have all got home draws, all got home ties against big clubs as well. I'm really happy about that. First one of these teams is Wolves at home to Chelsea. Obviously, brilliant result away at Liverpool. If they can replicate that at home to Chelsea, they have got a solid chance with the fans behind them, really pumped atmosphere. I think Chelsea are going to be better opposition than Liverpool. They've been in better run of form. It's going to be a tight one, but I think Chelsea, with Conte, the team they have, the players at their disposal, I think they're just going to have too much. I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. Another team that have obviously got a home draw is Huddersfield at home to Man City. Now, Man City beat us 3-0 and they looked fairly comfortable in the process. Although the first half they weren't on top form, we had a few chances. I think they looked pretty solid. Fairly easy routine win for them. And they haven't hit top gear yet with Guardiola. It's clear they have got defensive problems, and Huddersfield have scored quite a few under David Wagner, their manager, ex-Borussia Dortmund, of course, coach. So Huddersfield have got a chance here. I think this isn't going to be a clean sheet for City either. So I think Huddersfield will score, but I think Man City will, like against us, come through it and put the goals in to win. So I think it'll be 3-1 Manchester City. Another one, London Derby, coming up as well in the 5th round. We have Fulham at home to Spurs. Now this is going to be a tough one, I think. because Fulham are high flyers in the Championship at the moment. After last season's survival from relegation, they're now, I think, 8th in the league. Just dropped out of the playoffs recently, but they're really flying. And Chris Martin is on loan from Derby, is banging them in, with Sonia Luca helping him as well. So I think this is going to be a tough challenge for Spurs, who are still in the Europa League, but apart from that, this is their only club competition left. So, you know, I think Spurs will put a good team. Fulham are going to be well up for it, being in a London derby at home. I think this is going to be 1-1. I think there's going to be a replay, and then if it is going to be a replay, I feel Spurs will then beat them at White Hart Lane. Another home tie for a Championship side is Blackburn, home to Man United. Like I said, fantastic to see all these home ties for the Championships teams against the top sides in the Premier League. I really like that. This is probably going to be live on TV, knowing how the BBC love to put Man U games live for some reason. I don't know what their obsession is, but there you go. Blackburn obviously not doing having the best of seasons with Owen Coyle in the Championship. Man U just starting to hit form as well now with Mourinho. He's just got them into the League Cup final. Players like Ibrahimovic, Pogba starting to hit form at just the right time for them. So I think this is going to be a routine United win. I'm going to go 3-0 Manchester United. Okay, so then we've left with some of the smaller ties, if you can call them that, in the 5th round. We've got Oxford away at Borough. This should be an interesting tie. I think Oxford have got a great chance here because Borough aren't performing very well. I think their side they'll put out will be not full strength Borough, because they're still in a tricky spot in the Premier League. They're dropping down the table, just hovering above the drop, along with us as well. So, you know, I feel this one could be a great chance for Oxford. They're doing well in League One, and I think that they're going to come out and put on a good performance. I think they could actually do it against Borough. I'm going to go 1-0 to Oxford. Okay, and guys, and that leaves us with Millwall, who will be playing either Derby or Leicester once that replay is decided. And to be honest, this one, Millwall being at home, they've already knocked out Bournemouth and Watford in the last 2 rounds. So they'll be playing, most likely they'll be playing another Premier League opposition in Leicester. But if not, Derby as well, I think they've got a chance with both of them. Leicester's away form all season has not been good at all. You know, they're hovering just above the relegation zone as well. As champions, that's not good enough. And they're probably going to put out a weakened side Leicester as well if they do end up getting through. So Millwall, as much as it pains me to say it, I think they could do this. And I can see them winning this one as well, joining Oxford in the next round. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a Millwall 2-1 win at the Den. So there you go, guys. That is my FA Cup catch-up, the first video of the series. Hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be a bit like this every FA Cup round. So a bit of analysis there on the teams who I think are going to progress through the 5th round. Also, I hope you enjoyed some of the clips I got from the City game. I got incredible support on the last FA Cup fixture we had, which was against Bolton in a dual vlog with the Everton League game. Really incredible response on that. Thank you so much for your support on that. If you have anything you want to say about this video, how I can improve it, or if you have any ideas on videos I can do in the future, like collaborations with other YouTubers or even things like that, I'll be happy to listen to them. Put them in the comments below. Apart from that though, guys, please like, subscribe. If you're fans of any of the teams I mentioned, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Please share the videos as well, people, to get it out there to as many people as we can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next week where we have big games coming up against Sunderland for Palace at least. So I'll see you after that game. Thanks a lot, guys.